All right. I hope I got him on camera there, Mike. You want me to get him upside down?
Yeah, you want to.
Okay, that's another good crappie.
Another good one. We'll take it.
All right, let's get him off here and see.
All right.
All right, folks, that Mike's got another big crappie right there. That's a dandy, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a dandy. I mean a whopper.
Yes,
Yeah, buddy. All right, I got him.
Okay.
That's good, Mike.
Take too many of them. Stand up like sure.
No.
All right, Steve, he finally found one. I know that blind hog find an acorn after a while.
Yeah, well, Mike, you kept me out here off of them. You doing me like you done Herschel.
That's right.
That's a nice one.
Yep, that's another one for the frying pan. All right, we might get you something to eat after all.
Yeah, maybe. There we go, Mike. Got you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. He just let a big one get off on top of the water waiting on the camera. I said, put them in the boat, Mike. We'll film them after you get them in here. Good deal, Mike. All right, folks, Mike's got a... That's just a keeper there, ain't it, Mike?
Yeah, he just keeps.
Just a keeper. Okay, I dropped him. I'll get him. Whoa, now. Okay, Mike. Get you another. Yeah, buddy. Folks, my camera's acting up, so we're using the small Sony here. See if we can get some film on it. So, in the box. Little peek of the live well right there. I don't know. I think there's 7 or 8 in there right now. Maybe we can get Mike a mess here. All right, folks. That Mike's got hooked a big old striper there now. A white bass.
Yeah, there's some nice ones in there.
Yeah, buddy. That's a good one, Mike. All right.
Bounce that silver, buddy. He'd be all over.
All right, folks. Mike's got the first crappie right there. Just a little over a keeper, but he'll do. We get started. What do you say now, Mike?
I think he'll make a good frying pan.
Okay. All right, now, Mike. That looks more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. That's a dandy. Yes, sir. All righty. Yeah, now that's the kind we're looking for there, Mike.
Yep. Okay, folks. Looks like Steve finally found one there. I know that blind hog found an acorn after a while.
Yeah, Mike. I have to get up close to the front of the boat.
You better check your rod out. It's about ready to go in the water. Got another on?
No.
Well, looks like his grub's hung up back there or something. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Alright, maybe you can find another one here in a minute. We'll get back at him and see what we can do.
Alright, that dang Mike's got a good crappie here, folks. Yeah, boy, Mike, that's a dandy. Man, I'm telling you, that's a whopper.
Yeah, let's fill a skillet up.
You ain't kidding. Right. Yes, sir. Man, that's a dandy. All right, Mike, get another. All right, Mike's got another good crappie there.
A little smaller.
He's a little smaller, Mike, than what you've been catching, but he's way over the size limit. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Let's get you another. All right, there, Mike's got another big crappie. There you go, Mike.
Yeah.
That's good.
Found another blind hog, didn't
Yeah, sure did. Yes, sir. Sure did. That's a dandy.
we? It's a dandy.
All right, folks, our Mike has jerked up another big crappie here.
Didn't take no time to get that in the bottom.
No, it sure didn't, Mike. I don't think it ever hit the bottom. All right, there that thing Mike is with another big crappie.
I like it.
You like it, that's what I figured. I'm glad you can catch him. You ain't much at catching them smallest. I'll take that back. He's good. All right, Mike, get another. All right, folks, our Mike's got another big crappie right there. That's a dandy, Mike.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, boy.
He'll eat good tonight.
He sure will. All right.
Good hook in him, too.
Yeah, bud. Good deal. All right, I'll get him.
All right. We like it.
All right, there's Mike with another good crappie, folks.
They like them minnows.
Yeah. They undoubtedly do, Mike. You said there's dynamite.
Yeah, dynamite on them crappie.
All right, folks. Mike, I know what it is. How big do you think he is?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know. Okay.
I ain't hardly slowed him down yet.
Yeah, he's headed for the main lake, ain't he?
Let's run him down with a trolling motor.
Don't let him pull straight off your reel. He'll break your line. Sure as the world. I know it. I need to get hooked up.
Okay, bud.
All right. There he is, Mike. I see him out there. Yeah, look at there. You gonna wire him down, ain't you?
Trying to.
Okay, just wire him down. Let me get me one hooked up. Don't try to get him in here too green. He'll flop a hook in us. Yeah, there you go, big rascal. All right. All right, there he is, Mike. I'm glad you didn't get that on a minnow.
Yeah. It made no difference, it's the same line.
Yeah, there you go. All right, put him in the box. All right, folks, Mike's jerked up another big crappie there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Them $10 plugs had to get away from them rockfish, didn't
Yeah, sure did, Mike.
we? The minnows are a lot cheaper.
I hear you. All right, folks, Mike's got something on here. We don't know what it is yet. Think it's a rockfish, maybe. Thought it was a crappie to start with, but I don't know, Mike.
Rockfish, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it is. It ain't a great big one, but it's a pretty good size one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Hold it. Now, you got a mess there now. Yeah. Now, you fixing to lose your plug. Now, all right, now I got you. There he is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what you get for dropping a minnow down there, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's one of them nail biters there. Okay, we get him off.
Well, he kind of slowed down a little bit now. He was going to show everybody what these big rockfish is doing down here. Bayside, they flat wiring these minnows out down here. It was really tearing it up. Now they kind of settled down. Maybe they'll get back at it. We'll try to get a little film on it.
All right, here we go. Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. And Bill, good to have you with us again tonight.
Always good to be here, old buddy.
Yes, sir.
Sure is.
And good to have Mike with us. As I tell you what we're going to do, we're going to talk about that crappie fishing here in just a minute, Bill. But I got a couple of things I want to pass along right here, right quick. You know, yesterday was Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Veterans Day.
And Bill, I know you're a veteran.
Yes, I sure am.
And I want to let you know that I personally, and I know Mike feels the same way, we want to thank you and all the veterans for giving the sacrifice and doing what you done.
I tell you what, they gave me a nice supper last night, son. They really do. A nice dinner yesterday afternoon. my family did, and my brother-in-laws and their wives, we all went and had a nice dinner. And this little girl, one of them said, you know, said, I had dinner today with a veteran, said he was 90 years old. I said, well, you can tell him you had dinner tonight with an 86-year-old. So we had a good time, and I met a lot of them yesterday that I knew for a long time, and we had a good time.
Well, that's great. But like I said, for all you veterans out there that's listening, I want to thank you and from the bottom of my heart, and everybody here at the show feels the same way. So we appreciate every one of you.
I don't know whether everybody got to see it or not, but the president give out Medal of Honor to a guy today.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
On the news, yeah. That was
great.
really something to see that. Knowing what that guy had been through to save all them other guys' lives.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All righty. You know, I just can't say no more than that, and we really appreciate all you veterans. I want to say hello to Dad and hello to Polly. Polly, everything's good. I know Dad's watching. I appreciate him watching, and we'll go on from there. Now, Mike, let's discuss the Bill. Let's talk about the crappie fishing there Mike was doing.
I'm going to tell you right now, son, I can't wait to go with him. He better put me on some of them. Them are the nicest crappie Mike that I've ever seen come out of Watts Bar Lake or any other lake. They're as good as I've ever seen. There might not be a lot of them, 10, 12, 14 of them, but they're all cracker jacks, son. They're more than, if you catch 10 or 11 of them, they're more than any 2, 3 families can eat.
Yes, sir, Bill. They dandies. I tell you what, they make a mess now. They really do. There's some nice crappies there. And I think the other week, was you here when we was talking about that crappie tournament, or was you out on Del Hollow?
No, I was here when we was talking about that crappie tournament.
Okay, all righty. I didn't know if I couldn't remember if you was or not, but old Mike could give them a run for their money. I'm gonna tell you right now, buddy, it sure could. Yeah.
I think the way that there works, you're allowed the limit of crappie and how much they weigh.
Yeah, it's 7
the weight is the limit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you win on. And the ones that old Mike caught been catching, they've been average. If he catches 6 or 7 or whatever the limit, or 5 or whatever, and they weigh 3 pounds apiece, it's hard to beat 15 pounds when you're catching that many crappie. So
I'm telling you, it's a hard thing to do, but he's catching some nice ones. Like I said, we're not catching a lot out of one place. Matter of fact, I think a couple, maybe 3 at one place is all we caught, you know, of the nice ones. And then you'd have to go look for another one, wouldn't you, Mike?
Look for another place.
Yeah. So, and then I had a guy call me today, Ray Bryant. Ray, I hope you call in here. He sent me a picture
I'll
of
tell
a
you
mess
what.
of crappie he caught over Milton Hill.
I'm gonna tell you about Ray Bryant. I've known Ray Bryant for many years, son.
I figured
And he gonna catch him fish one way or the other, son.
Yes.
He's been at it for a long time himself.
Yeah, and I was good to hear from Ray, and I got him entered in the photo of the month deal, and get him a shirt. But yeah, he sent me a picture, and my little old phone, it ain't worth a hoot about seeing it, but I've got it on my phone. But Ray, I'll get that picture up for you and get it on the TV there next week during the show. You just keep catching them, son.
That's right. That's exactly right. And I'll tell you, Ray, just like I tell Mike, when you catch more than you want, old Bill Nichols will take them anytime you get rid of them.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
He had some nice ones too, buddy.
He sure did. And Milton Hill's known to
good
produce some good crappie, too.
Yes, sir. I ain't no doubt about it. He said he'd been catching quite a few down there in the last couple of weeks, and he'd catch them 2 or 3 different ways. And I'm gonna let him call in here. I told him to call me tonight and give us that fishing report and let us know what he's catching them on and that kind of stuff. But he said he'd been catching them a couple of different ways down there and catching a lot of them.
Yes, sir. I'm going to tell you about Ray Bryant. Ray Bryant can catch them now. He's been at it for a long time himself.
Yes.
He's just like old Mike. He ain't afraid to stay out there after him.
Well, that's a good deal. I wanted to let everybody know about that for sure. Mike, any particulars about your fishing, about the crappies?
No, not really. Like I say, we still staying at 18 to 20 foot of water on the structure, you know, brush piles and stuff, and still using the minnows just straight up and down, you know. I think I'm going to adventure out a little deeper and start trying some deeper stuff. I've been going back shallow and trying different things shallow, and ain't having no luck at that. I don't know what the deal is on it. I'm hearing that there's a few of them being caught up shallow, but I ain't heard anybody and seen anybody out trolling or anything yet. But I don't know whether they done come in or ain't going to come in and done headed back out or what. But I'm going to start adventuring out a little deeper and see if I can figure something out on it, because I ought to be catching more than what I'm catching, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike, without a doubt. Now, tell us about the rockfish deal going on there yesterday evening.
Well, them minnows was thick as could be. Back there, you could walk on just putting the depth finders out back there in that little pocket between Bayside and Blue Springs where we was at. And then Sunday when we was down there, ventured up in that little holler right above the old Thief Neck Marina, and the minnows was in there, and the rockfish was going crazy on them, and stripe and everything, and we went back in there after them, and they get after them minnows, and Lord, it's the awfulest disturbance you ever seen on the water down there when them things, you get 30 or 40 of them going at it in there after them minnows, and man, it's something else, and we managed to catch that one big one there on the crankbait, and then I ended up catching a small one on a minnow, straight line down on him. But I know they didn't seem like they wanted to hit that top water too good, and I don't know why not. I mean, Lord, they was just knocking minnows 3 foot out of the water. It sounded like you was dropping the boat in the water at times. They was so big, so many of them thrashing around. I thought they was going to jump in the boat there at one time. They was all around us. We should have been filming them instead of fishing for them.
I tell you what, Mike, I've caught them Jim things on a spoon.
Yeah.
You know, I just take a 3/4 ounce spoon, throw it out there, and wind it, and that spoon will come through there doing this. I've caught them where I couldn't catch them on the top water or anything. I've caught them on a spoon before.
Yeah, Mike got us down. He ain't got nothing in his boat. He took everything out to bass fish with, and there we was half a dozen of minnows, and I did grab my top water box before I left the house with him, and a rod to throw it on, and we didn't have nothing but that to choose from, and he had a crankbait, a little old crankbait there that he was throwing, and so we was kind of limited, but
he was going crappie fishing.
He was going crappie fishing. That was it, Bill. That was it exactly. And but I'd like to have a spoon down there. I tell you, it was just awesome. I mean, them rascals was jumping everywhere around us, and then they'd calm down for a few minutes, and then they'd get started. The minute the minnows come back to the top and started flashing, here they'd come.
Is that right?
They'd run them minnows till they went down or got off the surface, and then they'd just go away for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden you'd see them how them minnows do flash that silver up on top, one to pop in the top of the water just here and there. Here they'd come again.
Did you see anybody else fishing for them?
Yeah, the guy in the back of the slough was fishing for them, and he was throwing a top water plug too and something else, and he said they caught one day this week weighed 35 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, and he said they just been tearing up, down there. Now, there's some bass running around with them things, too.
Yeah, always
yes,
are,
Yeah, they sure is. You can tell they got close to the bank several times feeding, but when they'd calm down, them bass would run through them minnows over next to the bank. I'm talking about in half a foot, a foot of water. They just run them up. You know how they do when a bass runs through a school of minnows. it's different than the rockfish.
Yeah. A lot of times you get them out there 12, 15, 18 foot of water. Them old bass will just lay down there 10 or 12 feet, and they'll just wait for what them rockfish injures, and they'll be floating down, and them old bass, they don't have to work for them. They just pick them off there and say, "Thank you, Mr. Rock."
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the depth finder, you know, they was running about 12 to 18 foot deep there. You could see, I mean, they'd just be big arches everywhere on the depth finder, and then all of a sudden it'd be all up on top, you know, and it's amazing to watch how they do. I
don't understand why there ain't more people down there fishing for them.
I don't either.
Phone ain't on.
No, is their phone on?
No.
Let's see here. Check the plug underneath. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a little problem right here. We got a phone man right here with us. Let's see, Bill. Let me find it. There we go. There we go. By the clip, just 1 second. Let me get it turned the right direction here. Got her now. I believe we got it. Yes, sir. Got it, Brad. We're good. Now, Bill, we can get a phone call. I hope somebody tried to call.
I hope old Ray hadn't tried to call us yet.
Line 1. Okay, it's not lit up. Let me see what I can do here. There we go. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, boy?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing good.
Good.
Doing good. Tell Mike that those coffee on Melton Hill are just about like the wash bar. They're in that deep water.
And the deep water on Milton Hill. All right, man. You heard what Bill said about you, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I've known old Ray Bronter for a long time, haven't we, Wade?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, we both had a fishing buddy we run with for years, but I think we both got rid of him.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, buddy. I'm glad you called in, Ray. Really am. Any particulars you want to pass along about I mean, you told me you've been catching some pretty good crappie the last couple of weeks.
Well, the crappie on Melton Hill are kind of like the bass down there. They're good days and bad days.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more bad than you do good. But if they're on, you can catch them. The thing about right now, they're on that deep brush, but they're not down in the brush.
Mm-hmm.
They're suspended above it, and that's the reason I was catching them the other day on grips.
Yeah. All right, that's
Sit in one place and catch 6 or 7, then you go find you another deep brush pile on the same thing.
Yeah. All right, that sounds good.
The guy wanted some fish to eat, so I think we brought 16 or 17 home.
That's what I counted in the picture. Yeah.
That's good, son. You done good.
Man, that sounds good, Ray. Appreciate you letting us know that, and you calling in. Call anytime you want to, bud.
All right. You guys take care.
All right, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you.
All right, buddy. Okay. It's good to hear from Ray. I think we might have another caller here.
Yeah.
He's got them pinpointed, sounds like. Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve. This is Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Had a little talk to a fella today. Said something about some rockfish down there. Said something like the score was like rockfish 2 and Steve 0. What?
Yeah, I know who you was talking to now, Jeff. Yeah, I've lost 2 top water plugs down there in the last 2 trips.
He told me it was them that playing guitar lures too. That's the last 2s in the world.
Yeah, I know it. I did hate to lose that. Had one of them big Zara spooks with the hooks got the fixture on the bottom, screws the hooks on instead of the split rings. And I wouldn't have took nothing for that thing, and it's gone now. I know better than to tie it on there, but you know.
He did compliment you though. He said you was the best fella he'd ever fished with as far as taking fish off the hook, putting them in the box, putting them minnows back on for him.
Yeah.
Makes your life a whole lot easier.
Yeah, right. Well, it's like he done Herschel there. He gets right there on top of that brush pile, and every time he drops down, he's missed one or catches one, and I'm back there.
He wouldn't do his favorite fishing partner.
Oh yeah. I'm doing the filming and the baiting the hooks and taking the fish off, and he's up there catching.
Well, somebody's got to, I guess.
Yeah.
Steve, we enjoyed the show, man. Keep it up. Appreciate it.
Hey, Jeff, thank you, buddy. Good to hear from you.
All right.
All right, bye. Yeah, Well, and Dad, I told Mike, I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If you're going to bring me back down here again, I'm going to put me a spool of braid on, Bill.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir. I'm going to get one of my old reels out and put the braid to it. And then when I go down, I'm going to take the worst plug I got.
Yeah.
And put extra big hooks on it, and I'm going to have battle with them down there. Them son of a guns breaking my line, taking my plugs, I'm going to fix it.
I can't stand them breaking my line. I
No,
really
me
can't.
neither. Dadgummit. Yeah, I don't know how that yesterday broke that line like he did, but he was a whopper, and he hit that plug, and it just the line didn't show stretch marks like it was broke.
Yeah.
I think he broke it with his fin or his tail. One
Probably.
cut it. I just felt him for just a foot or two, and then bam, he's gone. And I definitely think it didn't. I looked at that line. I said, that daggum line was cut. It looked just like it was cut. It wasn't stretched and like it broke,
Right.
And I don't know if he got it with his fin or what, but he took my plug and gone with it. I told Mike, I said, I hope he fools around there and one tries to take it out of his mouth and both of them gets hooked and they both die.
What's the water temperature, Mike?
That's 64.
64, coming on down there.
Yeah.
That's the reason you got them minnows up on the top. And the big fish is in them. That's right.
That's exactly right. Cooled off a little bit now, and they got plenty of energy, and the minnows is all getting ready for cold weather, and
the fish are too.
The fish are too. They're feeding up. They sure are.
There ain't no doubt about it. There's more minnows down there than they can eat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
never
Watch
seen
for
like
it's plumb
that.
full of bait now. There ain't no two ways about it.
Here's the thing about it. As long as you got the bait, you got the fish.
That's right.
If you don't have the bait, the fish is gone.
Yeah. I mean, they got to have something to eat. That's just the bottom
exactly
line,
right.
Bill.
I heard a fella say one time, how would you feel if you was something in the lake and something was trying to eat you at all times? And that's just the way them our minnows are. There's something trying to eat them minnows all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it be bass, crappie, rockfish, catfish, whatever. There's something in there trying to eat you at all times.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to live in an environment like that, would you, Mike?
All right. I think we've got a little bit more film, and I think it's on Norse, night fishing on Norse. So, Brad, you're ready. Folks, it's Friday night. Maybe we can get in a few hours before the rain hits us too bad here on Norse. And I got Mike and Brad here with me. We're going out here and give these smallmouth a try, see if we can get a bite or two. See if they're biting near as good as it was the other night when Bill and I were up here, so we're going to go try them. Remember the sponsors, folks. Remember the sponsors. And let's go fishing. Folks, Mike's got our first fish on here, second bite he's had. Let's see if we can get it in the boat here. Oh, yeah, I see what it is. Oh, yeah. He had to come all the way to Norris Lake to catch a dang catfish.
What do you think about that?
Yeah,
Don't that look like Herschel?
Yeah, that looks kind of like Herschel right there, Mike. I believe it is. He showed up. I want to know what he's doing up here on Norris Lake.
I don't know, but he's pretty.
Yeah, he is. He's a pretty clean-looking catfish, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. I'm going to let you handle that. I ain't fooling with it.
Yeah.
Mike's got a good smallmouth on here now. I'll take that right there, Mike.
See?
Yeah, buddy. Bring him up here in the boat. Oh, yeah, man, that's a nice one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man, that's a dandy, Mike. Put your lights on him, boys.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Put
buddy.
him in the boat when I did.
You want him upside down?
Yeah, he's fat too.
Good
Send him
fish.
back and catch him again.
All right. Good deal, Mike.
All right, folks, Steve finally got a hold of one here. He was wondering if he was ever going to get a hold of one. He did. He got one strike that spinnerbait.
He's on the jig, Mike.
On a jig? Okay. I thought you was throwing a spinnerbait.
I was a minute ago, but I picked that jig up there.
Well,
Ooh. What do you think about that now?
he's pretty mean. That's all I can say about him.
Ooh, I missed him. Missed him, Mike.
Yeah.
Sure did.
A good little old smallie. Let your rod run off in the water.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good picture of him.
Right in the fat part of that jaw, Mike.
Yeah. They tough sometimes.
There we go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Got a good picture of him
A
there.
good picture of that smallie. Yes.
All right. That's a pretty chunk there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So we're
All
back.
right.
We'll catch him again next time.
Yeah.
All right. Brown and orange, right?
Brown and orange, Mike. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hang with us, fellas. We'll see what else we can find. All right. So we got one on here.
That's that old big rascal that I had a hold of up here. Back in the summer.
See what he can do with him.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with him, Mike. I'm gonna put him in the boat.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Go in. Whoa.
Yeah.
He ain't ready yet. He
Yeah.
ain't ready yet. Whoa now.
Right
He
here.
ain't ready yet. Now he's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't as big as I thought he was, but he sure put up a good fight.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right.
What do you think
Yeah.
now, Mike?
That's a nice little smallie.
Boy, they're pretty, ain't
They are there. He's going back. We'll get him again next time.
they? Yeah. Folks, Mike and I are down here at Rockwood Slough, and as you can see, he's putting his minnows on his line.
We'll go
Yeah.
round them, one or two of them, and see if we can catch some crappie.
All right, Mike, let's get at it.
I know you're hungry.
Yeah. Well, my camera's acting up awful bad here. I don't know what's
Is
going on.
too fur on top or what?
No, I don't know. Got a lot of glitter or a lot of shadows on it for some reason or another. No. All right, we're gonna try these crappie here, folks, and we'll see if we can get some bites here. Get them back on film here. Remember the sponsors and let's go fishing. Now, Mike, you're not gonna do me like you done Herschel. Yeah. I'll be standing up on the front of the boat there with you in a minute.
Next time I see them trees right up through there, they all in them trees.
Well, we'll see if you can find them again, Mike. All right, folks, that dang Mike done jerked up a big old crappie there. I mean, that's a dandy, Mike.
Yes, sir. You're nice one, too.
All right, I got him in the box. Oh, that's a dandy. Okay. Folks, this is a true fisherman right here. If I could train Mike to do that, I'd be in business. I hope this is recording. My camera screen's messed up and I'm just trying to make do.
this is a fisherman right here. Yep. Oh man, that is one smart bird. Brad, there you go now, Mike. That's
All right.
that's a fisherman there now, Mike.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what we always called him.
That's right.
Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher. That's exactly right, Bill. Now, buddy, he pulled a slick in there, didn't
He sure did. he fed that minnow out there 2 or 3 times before that fish come in there after.
he? He sure did. He knew what to do with it. He didn't want to get his feet wet.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Well, I seen that and I thought, man, alive. And I watched that and I said, buddy, that right there is nature to its best.
That's
there.
right. It's the best they are.
He knew what to do right there. I'm telling you.
That's the reason we always did. I've been calling them Mr. Fisher for many years, and I've watched them. They ate just as many minnows as anything.
Yes,
but
sir.
now, son, they know how to catch them too.
Yeah, buddy. I guarantee you, he proved that right there. All right. We had that little bit there that we just wanted to show you there, and Brad definitely showed that little video there that I run across, so that was great. Let me make a couple of quick announcements here right quick, folks. I got some things going on I need to tell you about. Number one, tomorrow between 12 and 5, I'll be at Reynolds Racing and Marine. We're going to give away a few shirts and meet and greet people, and so if you down that way, stop in and say hello. I'd like to meet with you. And, be at Reynolds Racing and Marine from 12 to 2:30, and then I'll step across the street over there to Citizens First Bank in Harriman and be there from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So, like I said, if you get down that way, make sure you stop in and say hello and sign up to win a shirt. We're going to give away several shirts down there. We'll have a drawing next week over here on the show and announce the winners and get shirts to them. The next thing I wanted to mention there was something for Carm. They got a thing going on here this month, and it says a bed in a bag. And what they're asking for is you pick up a bag, or in a bag you put a fitted twin sheet extra long, a flat twin sheet extra long, a twin pillowcase, a washcloth, and a bath towel. And I know that's for the people that they're providing shelter and stuff for over there, Bill, homeless people or what have you. But that's what they got going on, and I'm pretty sure you could drop that off at any Carm thrift store, but they'd sure appreciate your help in doing that, and they do a lot of good things, Bill.
Yes, sir.
And got to give them their due, and so that's a fitted twin sheet extra long, a flat twin sheet extra long, a twin pillowcase, a washcloth, and a bath towel is what they're asking for you to put. Says the bed in a bag is how they're listing that, and I just wanted to pass that along to the people, and because it's that time of year. Got Thanksgiving coming up here in 2 weeks, and so we might not be here that night, Bill.
That's very true.
Yeah, we kind of got plans, and if I can get my wife to feed me Thanksgiving dinner about 10 o'clock Thursday morning,
we'll be on our way.
We'll be on our way by noon, and Sherry, I hope you're listening. Our plan is to be on the road by no later than 1 o'clock, and we'll be on the water by 5 o'clock.
That's exactly right.
I think you just need to eat Wednesday.
Well, I don't know about that now, Mike. You fixing to get me in a lot of hot water. But anyway, we have tentatively got a trip planned for sometime that week, and we want to get out there as early as we can. The moon's going to be full, and if worst case scenario, Bill, we might leave Sunday afternoon or Monday, and then fish up till Thanksgiving, and come home and eat and go back.
You go back. That'd be fine. That'd be fine for me too, buddy.
Okay, buddy, that'd be good. Polly, I hope you've got that planned up for us. But Bill wants to be out there, and me and Mike's gonna try to make it on Dale Hollow there. That moon I think's full. These are that. See, it's a night, Wednesday night or Thursday night. The full moon is, I think, and we want to be right around in that neighborhood.
Yeah, we sure do, son.
Yeah.
My big fish, my big smallmouth came on the night of the 23rd of November,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in that same area.
Yes, sir.
Same time zone.
No doubt about it, Bill. That's a good time of year, no doubt. Another thing I wanted to mention here right quick, making a few announcements here, and especially probing my sponsors. Reynolds Racing and Marine, they're going to be, their theme is fun on land and water, and by that, Glenn's got those side-by-sides down there, and several good used boats and a lot of new boats, and if you're interested in making a deal, he'd sure appreciate it. And but anyway, he's going to have some side-by-sides and stuff down at the I guess it's the rodeo championship finals down at Roan State on the 27th and 28th of this month, right after Thanksgiving, that following weekend. And he's going to be displaying those things down there at the rodeo. So if you're going that way, you check out what Glenn's got to offer down there on that. And then he'll also be over at the boat show in January of 2016, which is be on the 20th of January. He'll have a display over there at the Expo Center. So
my understanding, they're not going to be at the Jacobs building. They're going over to.
That's right, Mike. You're right on that. They're going to the Expo Center. Yeah, more room, they said, bigger and better. So, but Glenn will have a bunch of stuff over there at that place to for everybody to look at and that kind of thing. But he will be, like I said, at Rome State in the Rodeo Championship Finals down there on the 27th and 28th, and you can check out the side-by-sides and the boats and that kind of thing down there also. Let's see. Let me make sure we've kind of covered everything on this page. We're going to flip pages here. Don't forget about me being down there tomorrow. The photo of the month. Like I said, folks, if you've got a fishing photo, send it to me, and we'll try to get you in the contest. If you send it, you're in the contest. If we got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, we'll get somebody to pick the winner and go from there to get you a shirt. East Tennessee Sportsman Association, all I can tell you about them right now this month is they're going to have a boat and a truck in the parades, Kingston, Rockwood, Harriman. Don't know as of yet about Oliver Springs, may even be in the Oak Ridge Parade, but they're going to do that kind of stuff, Bill, between now and Christmas.
Yeah.
And what it's for is to advertise for the East Tennessee Sportsman Association. They're going to have some banners on the boat and this, that, and the other, and a lot of people don't know about them, but they're going to try to get the word out.
Good.
And more members. That's what they're after, folks, more members.
The more you got, the more you can get.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's a good organization. We just need to keep promoting it and trying to get people in it to go with. I do know they had, and you all probably saw some of it on the news there this afternoon, they were on Cherokee doing a fish survey.
Yeah.
TVA was. Got a little inside information on that. Everything was looking good up there. They caught a lot. They didn't catch them. I guess you could say they caught them in their net. But they had a lot of fish up there today.
Yeah.
According to what the gentleman told me, a lot of the game fish was shallow.
Yeah.
Some
of them 2 and 3 foot of
water. That's exactly what he said. Smallmouth, largemouth, a lot of fish was in there shallow. He said the walleye was in 10 and less.
Yeah.
So And they have, released a lot of fingerling walleye up there in that lake in the last
And
few years.
that, really, Steve, that is a sleeper lake for walleye. But there's not anyone fishing for walleye like they supposed to be fished for.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's a lot of walleye up there to be caught, especially you take up towards the steam plant, up towards Rogersville in that river up through there. There's a many of walleye up through there, son. They sure are. I've caught them right down after the dam. I've caught them on top water plug, and that's been 8 or 10 years ago when I caught these fish on top water.
Yeah. So it was good to hear from that gentleman that good report on Cherokee, and you can get on their website here in a few days and get that information.
Yeah,
They posted up how how many fish they've shocked up and pretty much the weights and the sizes of them and this, that, and the other, and compare it to previous years and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that, it's a good thing. I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. So we get this call and hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Ed, how are you, man?
Well, I got two things to tell you.
Uh-oh.
That's the coolest video I saw of that bird catching that fish. And if you want to make your $10,000, send that in to America's Funniest Videos.
Yeah. Well, I may try that, Ed. But I thought it was, I thought that was, when I seen that, I said, man, I got to film that, and it was, I got it, brought it over here to Brad, and he put it on the screen there for me, and I thought it was pretty cool, too, and I get Mike trained that good, I'd be in business.
I've seen them little egrets, whoever they are, do that on the bank, catch them shiners like that, but I ain't never seen one use it for bait. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
He was using them minnows there to pull the fish in there.
I know it.
Yeah, he was giving a little minnow for a big one, or a big meal. Yes, sir. Ed, have you been catching any fish?
No, I ain't been going much. I've had a lot of stuff work I've been having to do around here and stuff, and I just ain't been able to go as much. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go down there and watch the bar and see if I can catch one of them big rocks.
Oh, I guarantee you, Ed.
Yeah, you won't have no problem, son. I done been there and seen them myself.
Yeah, I guarantee you that, buddy. I just honestly, if you can't get one to bite, I guarantee you can snag one.
Yeah.
I mean, they in there, and they just about that way all over the whole lake, really.
I caught one down there one time, about 25-pounder, on a dang 4-inch worm.
Yes, sir. I hear you.
Up on the bank.
And yeah, get you. Hey, put you on some good braided line now, Ed, and don't want to lose your lures. Yeah. And go after them.
All right.
Good to hear from you, Ed.
Okay, thank you.
All right, see you, bud.
Okay, bye.
All right.
I didn't know you could get that kind of money for a video. There, I'd have had that video going down there, and camera going whenever Steve got that plug took away from him. I'd have got a good
Yeah.
a real show.
Yeah, it was, Mike. I could have told him what not to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. Hello, caller. There we go.
I had to bleep it a few times.
There we go. Hello, caller. Yeah.
This is El Lamprey,
Yes.
TED.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I know about them daggone kingfishermen, sir, and I was down there below Milton Hill Dam, and I caught some of them, them little yellow perch,
Yes, sir.
and I had one of them gray herrings that was up there behind me, and I threw him that first daggone fish, and the next thing you know, we was better than buddies. He was closer to me,
Yeah.
and it got to where it scared me, especially with a long bill like that and daggone eyes like that. Thought of my mother-in-law.
Some golly, bud. You
Uh,
mate, ain't you?
It doesn't include her.
Oh, Lordy.
But, you know, I was going to say, I'm glad to see Mike finally catch something bigger than, you know,
Yeah,
a mouth and eyes.
right. I hear you. I am
You know, I mean, you know, it's hard to scale them things like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he.
Uh,
What?
Another thing, you know, you was looking for shiners last week. Uncle Jim down here at Edgemore sells shiners.
Right. Okay.
And if he's out of them, Aunt Jean says she can give either one of y'all one, but you'll have to take it from her left.
Yeah. All right, then. I got you.
And Uncle Mike, now, if he's having problems, you know, with his death finder,
Right.
I've got together with another entrepreneur,
Yes, sir.
and we're trying to perfect our extendo death finders.
Oh, okay. All right. Good deal.
But these will just be with TED on them.
Uh-huh. Okay. I got you. You been to the Shark Tank then, ain't you?
Huh?
I said you went to the Shark Tank with them. Tried to get them to back
Well,
mass production.
We hadn't made it that far yet because they hadn't come to Knoxville.
All right, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you survived that bird, though. That's a way to make a good friend, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. It's usually until you look at their eyes too long. Oh, I got to go.
You
My
gotta go.
my TV dinner's ready.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, I hope that ain't your mother-in-law calling. I swear, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that dang bird, Bill, them kingfishers, they something else, ain't they?
Yeah, they sure are, son. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I tell you what, you can always watch them. You can always tell where the minnows are on the bank.
That's right.
They won't land where there's not bait.
I agree.
If they do, they won't stay there long. If that bait don't come in there where they can get to it,
Yeah.
they gone again.
That's exactly right. It's they're nature, buddy.
Yeah.
That's how they survive.
Yes, sir. That's
And,
exactly right.
So they keep a keen eye on what's going on in that
They sure
water.
do. Yes, sir.
Sure do.
If you watch them enough, you'll follow them yourself. Man.
Yeah, I agree with that. Exactly right. We got a bass tournament. I'll tell you this: there was that Chattanooga Bass Club had a tournament on Chickamauga this past weekend. Took 50-something pounds for 2 days. Had 30-something pound on the first day. The boys that was leading it, they was 3 or 4 bags over 30 pounds the first day. Yeah, 5 fish.
5 fish.
5 fish over 30 pounds.
Better than 6 pounds apiece.
I think they had 34 something, the boys that won it. And they came in Saturday and they had another 20-pound bag. So they had 54 pounds something.
Chickamauga's really turning out some good fish.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's that northern string of largemouth that they catching a lot of down there.
Yeah.
And they've been in down there now for several years.
Yes, sir.
And you look at the size of them.
Yeah.
They're doing real good, and hopefully we'll have the same kind of fishing here in Watts Bar in the next 4 or 5 years.
Well, I sure hope so. I
do
can't
too.
wait. They like Mike said, there's plenty of bait down there for them to eat.
That's exactly what you got to have too, Mike,
Yeah.
Steve and Mike. If you, that's what I worry about Norris. I've been raised on Norris all my life, and I have a hard time of finding a lot of bait in Norris Lake, and I hope there's more than what I know about.
Yeah.
And if you got the bait, that's the good thing about Dale Hollow.
Yeah, Dale
Man,
Hollow's got plenty of minnows.
There's plenty of bait over there, son. Plenty of it, and it's just thick and thick and thick. And the bass is as healthy as I've ever seen fish.
Mm-hmm.
They big, fat, slick ones, buddy. They sure are.
Yeah. Well, you all had a pretty good night over there last week.
Last Thursday night we had a real night. We didn't put the 6 fish in the boat, but we had 2 of them over 5 pounds, and they was all good fish. We had 6 in the boat, had 4 others up to the side of the boat, and they just jumped off. They didn't want to come in the boat, so we let them just jump on out and go. We had 6 real nice fish in the boat last Thursday night.
Well, that sounds good. Ed Galt, I want you to listen now. Here it is next to almost Thanksgiving. We still night fishing and catching fish.
Yes, sir.
Huh? If it don't get too cold, and as long as it ain't frosted over, I don't mind it a bit.
Oh, I don't either. We got some good warm weather coming up.
Yeah.
We might have a little cool weekend here, but the long-range weather forecast is warm here coming up through Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal to me. Right quick, James Knuckles, tournament director, Volunteer Bass Trail, will be on Chickamauga this coming weekend, and they'll be at Chester Frost. And that is the only tournament that I know about that I've got record of, and he's got another one on the 28th after Thanksgiving there on Cherokee. So that'll be 2 good tournaments.
Yeah,
And but now the Heartland, I know they've already got some fall tournament trails going on. So you guys, if you hadn't checked into that, they've got some trails already started up. I think there's one going out of Caney Creek. I don't remember exactly if it's this weekend. I'll get a flyer from them ASAP and see what the deal is, get their schedule. But they're not only on Watts Bar there. I think they got, there's 2 places, Caney Creek and Watts Bar Dam, or Spring City Dock. They have a fall trail, and then I think you got a couple going out on Loudon over there, and then naturally Douglas and Cherokee's going to have the same thing. You just got to find out which launch ramp.
right.
So they're all getting started up, and for the next year, and I'll try to get you some detailed information before the next show. And don't forget about where I'll be tomorrow. If you get a chance, come by and see me. I'd like to meet you. If I don't know you, I'd like to get to know you and give you a chance to win a shirt. So don't forget that for sure. Mike, you got anything else to add?
Other than wet a line.
Wet a line.
Wet a line, that's right.
That's
Pound
right.
a minute or whatever. They're
Yeah.
there. Just got to
Yeah.
go get them.
Just got to go get them. Okay, Mike, that's pretty
That's
good.
as good information as you can give, Mike.
Yeah.
Wet a line and drown a minnow. That's
Yeah.
right, old buddy.
Yeah, Mike's after that. All right, folks. Like I said, you veterans, we really appreciate you. God bless you. We'll see y'all next week. folks, this is a true fisherman right here. If I could train Mike to do that, I'd be in business. I hope this is recording. My camera screen's messed up and I'm just trying to make do.